Guys, welcome to another podcast. I'd like to say episode number
4, maybe
4, 5. Yeah. We've lost count. But yeah, welcome to another episode, Industry Through the Lens, with myself, Harmeet, and
DJ Kivraj.
So, guys, we're going to do something that we were meant to do last year, 2023, like an update, just to let you guys know how our year went. But we're going to do it for this year now, 2024. I mean, my year was pretty on and off. How's yours?
Yeah, I'd say busy throughout, kind of after March onwards, probably until now. We're currently in October, so hopefully this podcast comes out in October.
So, guys, just to give you an update, so the podcasts are edited. We have Mr. Kivraj here, who does nothing other than just turn up on the day, films, and goes home. He does nothing.
The talent.
Huh?
The talent.
Nah, no talent. Yeah. He just stands there playing Bollywood music on his deck. He's figured out all these buttons, so he's going to be pressing all these buttons.
That's my role.
Huh?
That's my role.
What? Just to press buttons and go home?
Bringing the comedic aspect, innit? Like, I've patched this all for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So my year was okay. I started the year off in Goa in March. He's just going to be pressing buttons. So yeah, March was a good wedding. Sonia and Ashish, banging wedding. We were there for a week, which kicked off my wedding season. I always love starting my season abroad. We done it last year. We were in Kenya last year. Mm-hmm. I think we had that conversation in previous topics. But this year we started off a little bit later, but in Goa. Was lovely, got a tan. I've been to 7 other destinations after that. But yeah, we started off in Goa, kicked it off. It was amazing. Got some amazing, stunning shots. Couple were amazing. I mean, let's take it back. We'll dip into different topics, but destination weddings. Have you had any this year?
So I had one in Ireland.
Okay.
Yeah, just a couple of weeks ago. It was quite good. I had quite a few inquiries for destination weddings, but they didn't all come through. The Ireland one, it was like a Irish girl marrying like a Hindu guy. But it was a good wedding, man. Like, you know, I don't know what you think about it, obviously from the camera side, but like in terms of a DJ, like these mixed weddings, they're actually really fun to DJ at.
Yeah, I think camera-wise, it's only fun if the DJ does his job right. So if you turn up properly and, you know, perform.
That always happens, but
I mean, Goa was really nice. Goa was cool. They had
Was it mixed wedding in Goa?
No, it was a Sikh wedding.
Okay.
Done at Gurdwara. Obviously, you can't really do mixed weddings now. A lot of people try and do them, but you can't really do them.
You might get baited out.
You might get baited out. You might get, people might come after you. Do I have an issue with it? It's entirely up to you guys. It's not something I would do. But it's entirely up to you guys. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool.
To be fair, though, talking about like the mixed weddings and that, though, like the one that was in Ireland, yeah, like the Irish people like got so involved in the wedding. Like it was more like they were they are Indian kind of thing than the actual Indians. Like they were like on the dance for the whole time. They're like raving to the Indian music or whatever. And I was like, whoa, like they all. And nowadays, like in like mixed weddings, because there's so many. Like even if you're like a guest or like not even a family member, like every English person has a suit or like a sari now, innit?
Yeah, it's true. In their thing. It's true. So, I mean, whether it's a mixed wedding or not, you do have other cultures turning up to the weddings.
Of course.
Which
friends,
I find pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the best, innit?
But yeah, and then where else did I head off to? I headed off to Sweden. With Arjun and Ambi from Team AD from Calabar. That was pretty cool. We just were there for literally, I'd say about 28 to 30 hours. Yeah. Well, it's kind of club night, but it's for all the older people. Kind of Bollywood. That was interesting. That we, went for a banging burger in a spot that Ambi told us about, which was pretty cool. And then, pretty much came back. And I thought it was going to be hot there. So I didn't pack.
In Sweden?
Yeah, for some reason. We went to Stockholm. So I've packed, nice shorts, fucking, like t-shirt, and I turned up and I'm like,
That's your fault. Who goes to like a Scandinavian country with shorts?
I ain't got a clue, bruv. I didn't do my research.
Obviously didn't do geography, did you?
No. Well, I did. I did do geography, but I didn't pay attention. But yeah, so that was Sweden. And then where else? I went to Santorini. I got an opportunity to fly to Santorini. Then I done a proposal out there. Where else?
How do you find these proposal destination ones? Because
so do you know what?
It's not much of a thing for a DJ to do. Obviously, you don't need a DJ at proposal. But if anybody wants though, let me know. But what was I going to say? How do you actually find like these destination proposals?
So Santorini was one of my friends.
Do you just have to work for like an hour, or is it like?
Yeah.
Is it more like a holiday?
Yeah. I mean, I've been to 7 or 8 destinations this year. I've only paid... No, I've been to 10. Going to be 10 next week. And I've only paid for 2. The rest of the 8 have been paid for. It's a job, you know, you go for working. What sometimes people say is when you do like a for example, a proposal, I have to charge the client for a flight and accommodation if it's abroad, because it's not something that I want to pay for.
Yeah,
I mean, it's my job.
Yeah,
It's
just like doing a destination wedding, but
pretty much
slightly less work. Obviously.
Personally, if it was me, I'm doing everything out of this country. I'm not doing a single bit here.
Is it?
I bloody hate this country. I think it's boring.
Okay, you do live in this country.
I live in this country. I have to. Where else am I going to go?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm still young, you know. I can, you know, make decisions.
So, do you see yourself moving to another country in the near future?
I do. Yeah. I do.
What are we going to do about the podcast then?
Podcast we can do FaceTime or Zoom. But no, I think I'd love to move to
maybe
the UAE.
Maybe that would be edited quicker.
Huh?
Maybe that would be edited quicker, isn't it?
Maybe, yeah. You just fucking this guy. But yeah, I don't know what it is. We had 2 filmed, which was one was I'm not even going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you the guests, but we had 2. One should be coming out.
Yeah, it should be coming out. Well, we're currently recording like I'd say start of October.
Yeah.
So probably within the next few days. So I assume like mid-October.
Yeah.
Maybe
so
even today.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, today. So you guys not seeing this today, but let's see. But yeah, talk to me, Kivraj. What's your year been like?
It's been busy, man. I'd say, like I was saying, from March till now, it's been quite busy. Obviously, the season kind of kicks in from June onwards, probably. I'd say, actually, no, it's probably a little bit earlier. I'd say May, April till kind of the main season's May, April till about August, September. But now, like, it's just year round as well. Like, you still do events in October. I know you've got a wedding tomorrow as well. I've got events this weekend as well. So it kind of like the season's kind of extended. I'd like to say, like, it's little bit less of a seasonal business these days. And it's probably more from like still after COVID, people started doing weddings whenever they could. And it's kind of just continued like that. You can maybe get a venue cheaper on a weekday. Maybe out of season, you can get a venue cheaper. So people are kind of thinking, why not do like a October wedding, September November wedding?
On my side, I think we'd like to say we do kind of look after our clients who come between the quiet seasons, because again, there's not a lot of work. During the busy seasons between March and I'd say September, middle of September, it's back to back. This year's been very on and off. It's been, how can I say it? It's been like 2 weeks back to back, then we get a week off, then we go another 2 weeks back to back, then we get a week off, then 2 weeks again. So it's been nice. I was able to book another lad's holiday. I went to Morocco, so it's been good to, you know, get away. Even obviously the destinations that I have been away working, I've managed to get a bit of a holiday. I'm in Barcelona.
What was your favorite destination? Obviously, you did quite a few destination ones this year. What was your
favorite?
Yeah,
I got 2. It has to be Barcelona the first time round, or it has to be Goa. Barcelona was for one of the guys who shoots for us. It was his brother's wedding. And it was just, I'd say it because I got stuck out there for 4 days as well. So I got an extended holiday unexpectedly. I got stuck because BA, if you're listening to this, I want some money back, yeah? You guys kept cancelling my flights and I couldn't come back. This guy. So I got stuck out. So I got to explore a bit of Barcelona. Before this year, I'd never been to Europe. I've never been anywhere in Europe.
Is it?
Yeah, never. Never. I mean, I went to Paris, Disneyland Paris, but that was when I was very young.
Is it?
I don't remember a single thing.
You don't remember Disneyland Paris?
Don't remember it. I've seen photos and stuff, but I don't remember me actually walking around, you know, seeing Mickey Mouse.
You never, nowhere in Europe, like not even like a little cheeky like Italy or something?
Nah, never been, bro.
Is it?
Our holidays are either Canada.
Yeah, the far ones,
Yeah, Canada. We've got Kenya.
India.
I've never been to India.
You've never been to India?
Well, Goa. But
is it?
Yeah.
So it's weird though. So you don't normally travel too much, but this year you've just been out like a maniac, bruv, once a month. Pretty much. So do you enjoy traveling though? You do.
I love traveling. I love traveling.
So do I. But do you actually enjoy like the journey and stuff there, or not just when you're there in it? Like, I can't be asked for the flights these days. But when I was like younger, I was like, oh yeah, sick.
I don't know. I love traveling. I don't love traveling.
I'd love to skip like the airport bit.
Yeah.
You know, like all the like if there's a queue for like immigration. Obviously now since we've left the EU, sometimes you have to go in the long queues, innit?
Brexit. I was talking to one of my friends actually. He owns a dessert shop, and he has to up his prices due to Brexit. So
exactly.
Brexit does affect a lot of people.
Yeah, I was obviously chatting to your dad a couple of days ago about 2026, and people are already inquiring for 2026 and wanting to book, and I was saying to dad like what sort of, obviously your dad's been around for a long time in the game, so I thought, let me ask him for like advice or whatever. And like it's like what do you sort of price for 2026? Because obviously we're in 2024 now. You're not going to be charging the same rate. Obviously, like there's other costs, inflation, all that sort of stuff. You know, all the economic stuff, you know, that we learn in school.
I don't know. It's difficult because even like I don't know about yourself, but
what your dad said was like whatever you're going to charge now, add a small percentage on top.
Yeah,
and that should hopefully like factor in your costs and everything, because everybody wants to have bookings like a year in advance or 2 years in advance, right? Because you want to see your calendar and be like, oh yeah, look, I've got 10 gigs already for August next year, sick.
Yeah.
But then it's also like, you know, like as you get closer to the time, or maybe not even so close, but like between a year and 6 months before the event, you're gonna get more inquiries for the same sort of time, and then at that time you could maybe price it more. So it is that opportunity kind of cost thing as well.
I have a question for you.
Go on.
What's your opinions on price cutters?
Price cutters, so like undercutting. Obviously, I'm not a massive fan of undercutting. I obviously what I think is that everybody has like it's how much you value yourself in it. So if you think you're like a outstanding DJ, or whether it's like the service you offer, or like for me personally in terms of pricing, I price it based on like, because I think I give the client like a very good service. Obviously, my skills as a DJ as well. But the main thing is also that customer service element. Like I'll make sure that the customer is like happy throughout the whole process, and they'll never feel like, oh, Kivraj wasn't easy to get to, and that, because you know when you're planning a wedding, and like a DJ is one of the most important things along with photography, catering, that kind of thing. If you have like a few questions to ask them, like you don't want to answer like 3 days later, innit? You want it. Not straight away. Sometimes you might be at a gig or something, you can't get out, but not like, don't make someone wait 3 days, you know, like I don't like it when people like take like 2-3 days to reply, you know what I mean? Like it's a bit like, it doesn't take that long to send one message, you get what I'm saying? So with me, I price myself based on that. And then what I found from like, this is not my own experience because I don't really book many DJs to come DJ for me, right? Unless I'm like outsourcing or whatever. But what I found with what some clients say is when they do go for like a cheaper option, it is normally the difference is they might be a brilliant DJ. Because don't get me wrong, some of the people who undercut are very good DJs still. But the difference that I found based off what clients say is that like the service element isn't the same, or like they like maybe their setup isn't as like, the word we use is clean, isn't it? Maybe they cut corners here and there. That's probably the main difference in terms of like that I've noticed. Obviously, sometimes it's like the DJ might be a beginner maybe, so then they're charging low. I get that. If you're still starting, you're not going to charge what like a very highly established DJ, top of their industry. He's not going to charge the same as someone who's just started yesterday, because that's not going to work. Because if you do that, obviously you'll go for the experienced DJ who's killing it. So it is just like,
I don't know about that.
What do you mean?
But if people go for it, the most experienced people.
No, I mean like, so say like the top DJ in the industry or whatever, like everybody has like a DJ in their head that they like, or you know what I mean? Like everybody, now there's so many DJs out there, everybody has a DJ that they like, or you know, so if like the best DJ, let's say that like the one that's the so-called best DJ is charging the same amount as like some beginner starting out who's just about learn, 90% of people will go for the best DJ, because you want to have the best DJ. Yeah. Obviously, his skill is much higher. So then I get that there's that, but then obviously there's somewhere what sometimes is the bit that makes me a bit like, is that when a DJ is very good and they charge a low price, I don't understand that, because then I feel like, not just for me, because I kind of am like, I obviously try and market myself in a certain way, but I'd say like they're such a talented DJ, they can warrant a higher fee. But so when it's that kind of thing, then it's a bit like you're doing a disservice to yourself, basically. Yeah, you know what I mean. What about yourself in like photography? Obviously, there's quite a lot of
it's
new
so
photographers,
competitive, man. It's so competitive. I mean, that's one thing you can never stop in the Asian wedding industry, or just in the wedding industry itself, is price cutting. But it's something that I'm not going to sit there and say you have to do. A lot of the inquiries we get nowadays is, oh, can you match this price? this so-and-so is giving me this. And I'm like, I genuinely cannot, like, because it's just all my outgoings, all of this, all of the times I pay everything off, I'm literally going into minuses. I've got to take money out of my own pocket. I think as a higher way of thinking, it's, would you rather pay someone cheaper money and not get your work, or pay someone a little bit more and guaranteed your work?
See, that's what the thing is with photographers, though. Like, obviously, I'm thinking for when I get married as well. One of the main
when you
things,
get married,
yeah, soon come. But when I think about like wedding, like booking a photographer or whatever, videographer, two things I've always thought, is that I'd pay the extra bit to have the photographers there until close to the end, at least, because I've always noticed, I said, no, this is not a fault of the photographers, because obviously they're getting paid for the amount of time they're going to stay, right? If they've got booked till 10, no one's going to stay till 12 because they got booked till 10, right? So, but what I've always thought is I'd always book a photographer till like at least half an hour from the end.
Shall I tell you why people don't do that?
I imagine you guys are quite expensive, isn't
No,
it?
it's not even expensive. It's when you've got a family wedding, let's say now, for example, it's your wedding, you know, you got family there, chilling, everything. You wouldn't want a camera in anyone's face right to the end.
No, but
sometimes people get camera shy. You're not gonna know.
I know. Obviously, I'm not saying do the camera where they're like right there, you know, like here.
No. I mean, look, film it. I get it. What I say to clients,
I don't even think you need the photos till the end. Just at least some video, because like some of the best bit of the party is in the last hour. Sometimes I've seen where, and this is no fault again in the photographers, like the tour players haven't even done their set yet, and the photographers are.
That's because tour sets are done at 11, 12 o'clock.
It's not your problem. It's not your fault.
Yeah.
But I'm saying what I do for my own wedding is I'd say, look, and I've seen it. Some people do pay to have the photographer video till the end. At least the video, like photographs, like I wouldn't mind getting the main shots and everything, and then by like 10 o'clock you can go. But video, keep at least some camera rolling, just so like after your wedding you can have like something to look at.
What starters would you have at your wedding?
What we saying starters? I like a little Amritsari fish. That's a nice one. Obviously some sort of chicken, maybe like the chicken tikka's a bit plain, but go on. Let's say chicken tikka then. Some sort of kebab. I like kebabs. But it'd probably be like one of those. It wouldn't just be like a standard kebab. It'd have to be like something with a bit of flair. So like you know, like
that's where the Kenyan is coming.
Yeah, a little bit of cheese underneath or something. I don't know. Yeah, leave that to the caterers, and I'll just give a brief. And then for the vegetarians, they can just have a bit of water. No, I'm joking.
Grass.
Yeah, there's some grass
rabbit
outside.
food.
Now we probably have like, you know, I used to love those pizza samosas. Have you ever tried them?
No.
Oh, they were banging. Because imagine, think about this. I'm gonna change your life here. But if you haven't tried it, but it's basically a samosa with pizza filling. But the pizza filling is hot. So imagine a samosa with like hot cheese and like tomato sauce.
That just sounds wild, bro.
Banging, bro. I'll be honest. It depends on the caterer, obviously. But the few times I've had it, it's banging. Yeah. So then I'd always back that. And then what's that? Oh, like some sort of paneer, because that's like what vegetarians live off. Paneer.
Paneer, I live on paneer.
Either paneer or tofu, but I've tried tofu a few times. Nah, it's not happening. So we'll keep paneer, like some sort of chili paneer, like, you know.
Okay.
And then maybe if I'm feeling.
What venue? What do you know?
I have no idea for venue yet, because think about
what DJ, what caterer, what photographer.
Yeah, see, you're making it tough for me. Obviously, I'm not photographer. I've obviously got a few in my mind. Not this guy sitting next to me. Nah, I'm joking. But
I'm not shooting. I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah, he's gonna be a guest, but he can bring his camera as well. You know.
Free.
Then I don't have to pay the extra 2 hours to my photographers. He'll be the photographer the last 2 hours. Yeah, but basically, I haven't really thought that in depth in terms of venue and stuff. Obviously, that at the time, what's popping, you got to see that. You know, maybe in like 2-3 years.
Oh, serious question. How old are you?
I'm 22, sir.
So you're looking?
Yeah. What is this, like a Dil Mill advert or something?
Yeah, could be.
Put it out there.
Be. You could find your future wife.
Is that on a YouTube podcast?
You never know. That's not a sad thing. That's not a sad thing. But let's go back on topic. So let's talk about I'd like to say last year, but this year. Is there anything you would have done differently this year to what you're going to do next year?
What do you mean though, in terms of?
As in terms of, you know, maybe preparing for a gig or turning up to a gig, or the way you market your work this year? Are you going to change it next year?
Yeah, so I'd say I'll be honest, towards the start of the year, my marketing was a bit slacky. Yeah. I'll be honest. Oh, would you agree?
I would, yeah. I don't know. I think your marketing was I think something that you don't do, which I kind of like, is you don't whack out promos.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't knock DJs for doing promos, but I just think like I don't think they that make that much sense. To be honest, it's just like a track behind a lot of people just dancing. Like, I don't really get. And sometimes like the shots are not that amazing. I prefer like the raw stuff. So like actually seeing what your DJ will mix, because I think if you're gonna book a DJ, you'd rather see what type of music he's playing or what he can do than like a track behind and like the dance floor being full. Obviously, I think some people might really like the trailers, and what trailers are good for is showing like setups and stuff. I think that's really good. And obviously there's some really talented videographers and photographers that do trailers like yourself, Clickstar, even Curran
creates.
Curran creates. So, and there's many more. Obviously, even there's one that I've seen recently. I don't know if you heard of Riddish Visuals. He does like really like interesting type of content where he like shows you how the edit's done, and those are done really well in terms of social media and stuff. So there's obviously a lot you can do with a trailer as well. But obviously, with me, I just try and be a little bit different, not be the same sort of trailers. And then now, obviously, I've started, I think recently my social media has been doing really well, especially the Instagram side, because I've started doing more videos of like what I was doing last year in terms of like tier lists and like, because then like say maybe like mixing 6 songs in like 1 minute, because then that shows like potential clients what you can do, what type of music you can play.
I do like what you've been doing recently is miking. It's something different. I don't see a lot of people doing it. You know, I personally think you gotta do things differently. Hence why, me personally, I absolutely love doing bridal shoots. I just love it.
The pre-shoots, or like just
it could even be pre-shoots, but I love just doing bridal model shoots.
Okay, like promo.
There's a reason why, because with model shoots, you tend to show you get no time, so you can spend the whole day doing it. 2, you're choosing the outfits, you're choosing the jewelry, and 3, it's more...
You choose it?
I choose it, sometimes the makeup artist chooses it, but I've got very good relationship with like Aaron Preet.
I thought you were gonna say I've got a very good eye for like women's fashion. I thought that's what you were gonna say.
I don't know what I do love looking at lengas. I have a thing with...
Pick one out for your own wedding, yeah?
Yeah, I've already said my missus has to wear a Sabyasachi.
I thought you said I thought you were about to say I've already said I'm wearing a Sabyasachi.
No, I've already said that. Not because it's expensive, just because I appreciate the design of the outfit.
Is it?
I think
what outfit are you gonna wear?
Me? I ain't got a clue, bruv. I ain't got a clue. I have no idea what I'm going to wear. But with regards to like going back to bridal shoots and stuff, like I've done a few. I've done St. Paul's Cathedral. I've done Hampstead Pergola.
They're always so early in the morning, innit?
Do you know what it is? I do that. Well, I done a shoot yesterday and I done it late at night at St. Paul's Cathedral, and I've also done early morning at St. Paul's Cathedral. I'm not gonna lie, I do prefer nighttime.
That's what I would have thought.
Early morning because there's no one there.
Yeah, that's true.
And when you do shoots, you want to kind of reduce the time. You know, you got to sit there editing and stuff. I mean,
somebody walking by,
and you're like, guys, even like last night, they
got to get places as well, innit?
Well, yeah, kind of. But if you go to St. Paul's, actually, I'm not even going to tell you. If you go to London on a Sunday,
he's not baiting at his locations.
Yeah, if you go to London on a Sunday before 12 o'clock. Well, before 11 o'clock, it's going to be completely dead. I guarantee you that, because every time I've done it, it's been dead. But my favourite shoot has to be Makeup by Prabs. Her pre-shoot was done in central London by St. Paul's Cathedral. We've done the Millennium Bridge. We also crossed the bridge and went down the bank as well. It was bloody amazing.
Early in the morning?
This was done early in the morning, yeah. So me and my mustard finished the gig at... I think it was by the time we got home, it was Birmingham. We got home around 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
And we had to be up for 4 o'clock to be in London for 5.
Yeah. And so that's one thing photographers get that the DJs don't have to do, is you got like a
early wake ups.
Early wake ups, but it's like quite a quick turnaround. Cause say you do finish at a little bit earlier, maybe like 10, let's say. Yeah. But say your wedding's in like somewhere, maybe like an hour and a half or 2 hours away. So by the time you get back, I don't know.
But the problem is we have to do backups.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
so backups in photography and videography side of things is the most important thing.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
It's the most stressful thing.
Yeah.
I mean...
So by the time you actually get to bed...
To bed is probably...
It's like probably like 1, 2...
It depends. If we get home at 12, I'll be home in bed by 2. I always make a double backup before I go to sleep. And then if I'm feeling a bit like, I need to make one more, I'll just drag it on Dropbox from home. I've got really fast internet, and overnight it will do that. I know I have 2 backups. Boom.
Virgin, super fast, yeah?
Now we're BT.
BT, yeah?
Yeah, nice. BT.
Right.
BT is pretty cool. But going back to content, I think with regards to my content this year as well, I kind of tried to do something different. I don't want to pay someone.
You did the vlogs as well.
Yeah,
the famous
that's
vlogs.
what I was just about to say. Yeah, just the talking vlogs. It's something different. It's talking to my audience, telling them what I'm doing.
I started doing them as well after seeing yours.
Yeah, I know. But
the gigs.
Just a tip. Use the back camera, not the front camera.
Yeah, see, look, this is the thing. We're not, obviously, these photographers are
I'll stand there videoing like this.
See, the photographers are very, like, judgy, aren't they? Like, normal people take it like this, yeah? Because what's a selfie camera made for, yeah? You go like this, innit? Yeah? But then, obviously, I don't do that. So, he goes like this.
Yeah. You put it on minus 0.5.
Yeah.
Hold it like that, and you get a really nice, behind you.
But the problem is, yeah, I can't see myself then, innit? Like,
yeah, that's because if you put it in 0.5, you're guaranteed, and you look at it, and the central, you're guaranteed to be in the middle.
To be fair to the boy, yeah, it does look very good. It looks very clean, and the finish is good. But now, what I've done is I've bought an Osmo Pocket.
Oh, have you bought that?
Yeah, I've got.
So he's upped his content even more.
You know what I mean?
He's upped it.
So now, like,
I'm not gonna get hired no more. He's just gonna start videoing stuff as his own.
Is brilliant. I don't even have to do no flip nonsense. It's got one camera, and it's bare clean. And then also the other thing with the Osmo Pocket is whenever you whack it out at some sort of event, like there's always someone to be like, I got one of those. Like,
Do you know what I have to say? DJI, if you're watching,
sponsor.
Do sponsor me. I have your new gimbal. I am going to invest in your Osmo Pocket. It is a sick camera.
Have you got the Osmo Pocket?
I don't. I need to get one. My mate has one. I do use his when I want to. But a good thing I like about it is small. It's a small censored camera and it's so clear. I mean, we used it last night in London at low light. Oh my God.
Good.
Like, it was banging.
Yeah.
It was amazing. But yeah, I feel like content for yourself, DJs, and for myself as a photographer and a videographer is key.
Yeah. It's like a lot of DJs now start doing the gimbal or like the phone or something attached on the side of the booth. And that's sick. Like, obviously, Arjun, there's a lot of other Aman from Kudos. They're like, obviously myself
Ritzy.
Now as well. Harry from Ritzy, he was one of the first ones probably.
Yeah, he started off with
with the little GoPro innit, on the side. The 360 in it. Yeah. So like that kind of thing, I think that's pretty sick. Like, because then you get to see like live DJing, what they actually do, whether they use the mic as well sometimes. And that kind of sick thing is quite sick. What else I actually really like seeing, and I want to start doing more, is like the behind the scenes stuff. So like a lot of the Kudos DJs do it. A lot of other DJs do it as well. Obviously, Kabir is quite sick at it as well.
Yeah.
DJ Kabir.
Do you know, I have to say, the Kudos content stuff is up to date. It is amazing.
But I'm saying, like, even without like obviously they've got Clickstar as well. You do some stuff for them as well.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, even just the actual DJ, like as obviously Kabir is one of my close mates, so I'll give his example. But like when he does like the behind the scenes stuff, where maybe you're talking to another supplier or like what kind of I started doing as well, where like you show the setup and talk people through. I think that's quite cool.
I think I quite like Arvy's setup as well.
Yeah,
Arvy's is really cool.
Yeah, at his house, you mean?
Yeah, at his house. Even when he goes abroad, he done his India.
You mean the content he
give
does?
these people who we mentioned a follow. They are quite, I'd say, well known in the industry.
Yeah.
Arvy just got married, so congratulations, man. But yeah, I think his content is
quite good, and he edits it himself as well.
And he does it all himself.
Yeah.
For a DJ to do that, I think it's.
I need to learn to edit.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to teach
Army
you.
never teaches me.
I'm not going to teach you. You never come and sit next to me editing these podcasts.
Steal his job. He thinks I'm going to become like South North or something, you know?
I've heard that joke too many times.
No, what's it? East West. I'm going to be North
South. Nah, I've heard that joke too many times, man.
Oh, thanks.
He's just loving these buttons. He's having fun.
This is like a little DJ controller. That's
I think this episode's been a pretty a dipped in and out episode. To be honest, like just talking about anything little about this year / last year. But I feel like we need to get back into the swing of things, guys. I know you guys haven't seen any episodes, so we do apologize.
Yeah, you've seen 3 episodes.
3, which is ours, intro. The elite one and Arjun. We've got 2 more edited.
Yep.
Those one, like Kivraj was saying earlier on, will be out hopefully the next couple of days. This one might be out just before that, but we'll see.
And then we've got a lot of new guests coming.
And guys, like we always say,
shout out to the studio audience today as well.
studio audience. We have a certain someone in the background.
Yeah, exactly. Taking behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. But guys, anyone that wants to join us as well, do drop myself or Kivraj a message. We're not looking just for people, you know, that are well known, who have made an establishment in the industry. Even if you're starting up and coming and you want to talk about your experience joining the industry, pretty cool. Any bride and grooms?
Oh yeah,
That's one thing I really want to get onto this podcast.
Any bride of and grooms that Harmeet has photographed or whatever.
Yeah.
Give us your experience with Harmeet. Bad or good?
My experience has been good. It's been good. I try and make my couples, you know, enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
Kind of take their mind off that they're actually getting married. I think when you say you're getting married,
I'll wait till my pre-wedding shoot to let you know.
Well, you better organise, bro. We ain't doing it here.
But I'm saying
We ain't doing it here. We're going abroad.
We're gonna do it in the lobby, mate.
No, we're going abroad, mate.
I'll wait until I can pass opinion on whether you give that nice.
I'm gonna have to get you some heels.
Yeah, see, I knew this is why I wouldn't book him. I'd book someone professional. Don't you?
I'd have to get you some heels. Get a custom.
I'm getting violated by the studio audience and Harmeet here. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
so it is. Never mind. We won't go that far. But guys,
let's end the podcast.
yeah, this is the side to end the podcast. But guys, thank you so much for listening, and yeah, we'll probably catch you guys soon. Like I said again, do smash us both a follow. Our Instagram handles will be in the description. And any comments, anyone that wants to join, if you don't want to message us, put it in the comments and we can message you ourselves. But yeah, I'm Harmeet and this is
Kivraj, DJ
and
Kivraj.
we will catch you guys soon. Take care.